now joined by Chuck Blakeman, who has started and built 7 companies in 6 industries on 4 continents. He is a rare combination of successful entrepreneur, speaker, and an author. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes. Tell me, you have all this success in over 4 continents. Why are you in Kenya?
I'm in Kenya to help people learn how to run a better business and get off the treadmill. Not just have a good business, but also have a great life while they're doing it.
Mm-hmm. And interesting, in this country, in this day and time, we're trying to build entrepreneurship. We're asking most of our youth and women to get out and build business. How do you do that? What is the secret of building good businesses?
Well, the real secret to building a good business is to understand why you are in business. Too often people go into business to make money, and that's not enough of a motivation. We need to have a bigger motivation to get in business. We call it the big why. Why are you in business? When people go into business to make money, they often don't make very much of it. But when they go into business because they have something significant that they want to accomplish, they tend to make a lot more money.
And where do people get this inspiration? Because making money is important, as well as looking out for this big aspiration. Where do you get the difference?
It's a very good question. The difference is this: people should be motivated by significance, not survival. And making money is a survival technique. Significance takes you way beyond just making money. Of course I have to make money, but here's why: because I have something significant I want to do with my life and with my business. I want to leave a legacy, whatever it is. It's the significance driver, that motivation that will help people build a great business.
And one of the many things that people would say, well, not everyone has been built to be a business person. Not everyone, can be a successful business person. Where do people find their space, in this entrepreneurship kind of revolution? Because I think we're in a time where everyone wants to have a business and start a business.
Yes, well, it's about risk. If you have some ability and some desire to take risks, then you can be a business person. If you don't want to take the risks, then you'll probably work for somebody else.
So everyone is a business person, is that what you say?
I think everyone has the ability to be a business person. It's just ability, it's the willingness to take the risk, and then to have someone help them with the clarity of how do I get where I need to go.
Talk to me about some of the businesses that you have set up in the different places.
Yes, we have businesses all over the world on 4 continents. We've done things like database development, call centers, fulfillment, printing, direct mail, landscape architecture, quite a number of different businesses around the world. And we've done that based on the ability to take risks and then learn how to build those businesses throughout 4 continents.
Mm-hmm. And you're in Kenya now. What is your main focus in this country?
Well, my main focus here this week is to work with a conference. We have a conference tomorrow and Wednesday to help business owners learn how to build a successful business and get off the treadmill.
Mm-hmm. And just to follow up on that, like I've said before, Kenyans are in a period and a time where there's this focus, on starting businesses mm-hmm. and building successful businesses. And there are examples on how we've done that before. What, from your understanding, from your background, and from the wealth of experience that you bring, that you say this is what we've done and it's worked or hasn't worked, or this is what we've done and we haven't done pretty well?
Yeah, I think what we need to do is continue to learn, and there are certain, we call it the 4 building blocks of a business. There's 4 essential things that business owners need to know in order to start and build a successful business. And those we found are true all over the world. In this book, we have this translated into Chinese, into Spanish, into English, and a number of other languages. And they're finding these 4 building blocks are true all over the world. And so we've come to Kenya to help with that as well. I have a business in the Congo where we're doing the very same thing and sharing these principles. And we're finding that those 4 building blocks are the same all over the world. So that's what we want to do in the next 2
mm-hmm.
days.
And talk to me about the book that you're holding.
Yes, it's a controversial title, Making Money is Killing Your Business. We think we're in business to make money, and we're not. We're in business to do something bigger than make money. And again, people who go into business just to make money tend to have difficulty doing that. But people who go into business to build a life of significance have much more ability to make money. So we're teaching people to create a life of significance to build a legacy, to build a great business and a great life at the same time. And that's what the book is about.
I'm sure everyone asks, what is this, that one secret that you have, that you have, built over time and, with the wealth of, what is that one secret, for a successful life and successful business? One that, there are many other things, but that one thing.
Yeah, the one thing is, why am I in business? We call it the big why. Most business owners don't have a reason to be in business that's bigger than making money. They have to figure that out. What is that one thing that will get them out of bed even when they're not making money, that will help them build a great business? And we can help them find their why.
Do you think that there's an overall shift, in the world of how we've managed, our financial affairs, have managed our business, coming to, the great, financial collapse from the West? And do you think that there's sort of, the world is trying to figure out how to do businesses that are more social entrepreneurship kind of, leaning more than just capitalist, making money?
Yeah, we're actually going back where we came from before the industrial age. In 1850 and before, people did business for a much bigger reason. And now we're coming back to that, to realize that our business should have an impact in the world around us, not just make money.
But in the end, still, this is a new concept, right? That think of people just want to go into business, so that they sort out a problem instead of just going to business to make money.
Yeah, it's a new old concept. That for hundreds and in fact thousands of years, we always went into business to solve problems. And we're coming back to that. We're figuring out there are many problems in the world that we can solve that are much bigger than just making money. And there are giant businesses that are making a lot more money because they're focused on solving a problem, not just making money. So it works.
It works in this continent. What's your experience elsewhere, in Africa?
Yeah, my experience elsewhere in Africa is mostly in the Congo, a little bit in Tanzania, and a little bit in Rwanda. But we found that businesses, again, business people who figure out that they have a bigger reason to be in business, to develop a great product, to leave a legacy, to make an impact in the world around them, those businesses always do better. There's a lot of research on that worldwide, and there's businesses in the U.S. that are very large businesses, Fortune 500 businesses, that are leading the way, and they're making a lot more money because they're focused on a big why.
Talk to me about the conference that you're going to have. You're going to speak tomorrow. You've already said, it's not about, it's that rare combination of that you have, that you're a successful entrepreneur, you're a speaker, and an author. Talk to us about this conference that you're going to have.
We're going to, at Safari Park Hotel, we're going to go through the 4 building blocks of a business: the big why, a strategic plan, freedom mapping, and outside eyes in your business. And we're going to give people the tools and principles that they need to build a successful business over those 2 days. So we're going to go into detail. It'll be a workshop format where they can learn and they'll come away with real tools. It's not just motivational, but over 8 businesses over 35 years, I've learned there are a few things that we can help people with. And we've used these tools all over the world. So we're going to use these tools tomorrow to build a workshop environment tomorrow and Wednesday at Safari Park Hotel for business owners. And I would encourage anyone who wants to build a successful business to come for that conference.
So I was going to ask you that in my next question, that who are we targeting for these conferences that to come?
Yeah, it would be business owners who want to build a successful business, who want to make a lot of money, but realize that they're on the treadmill, that they don't have a life. The business owns them instead of them owning the business. We want to turn that around and help them figure out how to truly own a business and get a life at the same time.
And going back to one of the blocks of creating a culture of success. Talk to me a little about that.
Yeah, it's very important that we build a culture of success, and that'll be part of the conference. What does it mean to have a culture of success? It starts with what we believe as business owners about people and about business. And there's cultures of failure and cultures of success, and there's very few key, simple things that will help you build a culture of success. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow, how to build a participation age company that shares and participates and helps everyone in the business share and participate in the success of that business.
Most of our business here is, medium income businesses, the little businesses, people just started businesses the other day. And because it's a new culture, it's a new trend, as I've mentioned earlier. How do the people like this find a space in such a platform, in such a space where people have multi-million businesses that are growing across continents and countries?
Well, interestingly enough, it's not much different in the United States. 98% of all businesses in the United States have fewer than 15 employees. Most of them are very small. And all of them are looking for a space, and all of them are figuring out how to do that. We help a lot of small business owners figure out how to find that niche that will make them successful. Too often the problem is that most small business owners are trying to build a giant business when at first they need to find a niche and then build a giant business from there if they want to. But most of them are going to find a niche, and that's part of what we'll help them do at this conference, is help them find that niche where they can be successful and they don't have to compete.
Mm-hmm. But where do they find the resources? Because someone say, I have about 5-10 employees. My operation, is this small. Where do I find resources, to build all these, because these are structures?
Yeah, the resources in most cases, even in the US, the resources will come from having found your niche, having found out what is that great product or great service that you want to offer to the world around you. And the revenue from that will allow you to create a business around you. Most of the business owners in the US don't borrow money to begin and grow their businesses. They find a niche, they find a great product, and they build from there.
Mm-hmm. So for my final question as we wind this down, the issues about starting a business, do you borrow money? Do you get a credit from someone? Do government come and give you money? Where do you get the money? Do you save and start a business?
Yeah. In the US we call it the 3 F's: family, friends, and fools. And we start there, and then you go to the banks after that. But sell something. If you find something that sells, once you've had a track record, then people will lend you money. Mm-hmm. But first find something that sells. Too often people try and go out and find money, and they think money is the way to start a business. It's not. Figure out what your niche is. Begin to sell something. Find a little bit of success, and people will come to you and give you the money to keep growing.
So not advocating so much, for going and getting credit. This huge.
No, that's the backwards way. In fact, in the U.S., it's the same thing. Businesses that are started without loans are more successful than businesses that are started with loans, and that's one of the principles we'll share tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Final thoughts, Mr.
We need people to get a big why. People need to figure out why they're in business. What will get you out of bed that will be bigger than making money, so that you'll be motivated to make a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. And tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to kick it off at 8:30 in the morning, and we're going to have a great 2 days. We'd love to have anybody join us at Safari Park Hotel for Tuesday and Wednesday for a great conference.
Chuck Blakeman, thank you very much for your time. See you tomorrow. And for everyone who wants to start a successful business person, head there and you learn the exact building blocks of how to make a successful business.